You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement that explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. Yes, I'm the winner, yes. Am I awake or am I dreaming? So far gone, I won't look back. And when I move, there ain't no stopping me. You're pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds looking angry, but then the sky reached my mind. And when I space out, I see the possibilities unfolding the way that I want. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement that explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Plan to Prosper podcast show. I am stuck in a hotel room again, but I am with you. I would tell you the holidays is coming and sometimes your flight just don't make it. But the most important thing is I am here today to talk about time management, which is so very important. We are wrapping up Q4. Just think about it. Next month is December. And before we know it, we'll be into 2025. And so as we think about what all of that is about, we reflect over the last 11 months of us working your time. How have you been spending your time for the last 11 months? Have it brought you the prosperity and the success in your business or your nonprofit that you desire, or in your personal life, or in your side hustle, or if you were just doing something as a hobbyist? When you think about 11 months and you look at it's time to file my taxes again, you must look at how do you spend your time. And it is never too late to develop good habits and skills that would carry you to the next year of prosperity. I tell people it's never too late. You can start every day making changes, but it has to start with you first. And so time management is all about looking at how you value your time and what is it you're spending your time on. So often we ask the question, why are we not making the money? Why are we not meeting the people? And we always be saying, why? And what we must do is look inside of us to say, what is it we are not doing? And you got to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. A good example, I would love to be on the plane, but it just didn't happen. So I had to make a decision. Am I going to be uncomfortable? For just a moment, to get comfortable. Yes, because I couldn't change that. But what I could change is my perspective or how I was going to deal with it. moving forward and what I need to do to make the best out of a situation. And so let's go and dive in to time management. And you can find this information in our blog under thesharoncampbell.com website, because that is the website that the Plan to Prosper podcast place all their information under. And so let's pull up our slideshow and get started. See if we can. Yeah, okay. So it's all about how to lead as a pro in time management. Yeah, we really need to become a pro at it, and we only have December, and with so many holidays like coming up in 2 days, Thanksgiving, and then we have Christmas, but you still have time. You have time to lay out your plans, your goals, and if you already designed your plan for 2025, you have time to place this information inside of it so you could be success. So the pillars of time management. Too often we as individual business owners, or as our age or education or just who we are, we think we have this nailed down. But then we realize that this does not add up to our money. Yeah. And that become a problem. We look at it and we're like, okay, what is going on here? This is not adding up. We spending all this time, but there's some gaps. There's something that we're not doing that leaving us in the money on the table. How about that? We are leaving too much money on the table. And the reason why is because we are not managing our time. Sometimes we think that we can use all these tools that's techie, and they still doesn't help us with our time management. So it's about, you can have all those tools, but if you're not disciplined, it's just having tools. And so the first one is we need to plan our day. From the time you wake up to the time that you go to sleep, you should have a plan for that entire day. Mentally in your head, but also on paper. A person that takes the time and place their day planner have so many hours available to enjoy life, because they are really being strategic about what they need to do. Technology is great. I tell people I love it. Can't do a doubt. But there's some things I know it has to be on paper. So the first thing is plan your day. So if there's a way that you could plan your day 30 days out, even if it's just rough form, that is a great start to make sure you are not wasting any time. But then you get detail from day to day. So I like to plan 30 days out, but then I back up and I start really looking at that whole day, filling in all those gaps. And I use these 20 plus management tools to help me decide on how to lay it out. I'm going to encourage you to move them around so they can fit best for you. And each one will bring you closer to your success. So plan your whole day. What time are you going to get up? That means do not hit that clock for the next 10 minutes. Get up and start your day. I know if you put water on your face, warm water, you're going to wake up. Or cold water, you're going to brushing your teeth, getting in the shower, getting ready to go exercise. You got to get up and you got to start moving. Sometimes getting up and just stretching and moving your body wakes you completely up. So now we said, okay, we're going to plan our day the day before, 5 days before for that whole day. Write everything down that you want to accomplish in that day. Write your goal on a physical piece of paper. Now, techie, I know that you would like to have yours on the laptop, something handy on your phone. But there's something about the act of writing. Now, if you think the act of typing does the same thing, I'm not going to disencourage you. But there's something about the act of writing. That's why people journal, they write. You don't see them typing in their journal. They write in their deep thoughts and their process. So I would say do both, because you may have to have that piece of paper somewhere while you're getting ready. So write down your goals, and then each day, how you're going to move towards achieving it. Okay. Now, the most important thing when you're doing that is to know this. 20%. Okay. So follow this rule if you don't follow anything else. The 80-20 rule. Google it. Research it. Absorb it. Plan it in your head, in your heart, in your mind, wherever you need to. Understand the 80-20 rule, because you're leaving too much money on the table based on that one concept. Because 20% of your work will bring you 80% of your success, not the opposite. That's so very important. Sometimes we do too much busy work. But if you follow these pillars, you're going to zone into that 80%, because that's going to bring you that 80%. You're going to take off. The 20% is what's going to bring you your wealth. Okay. Google 80-20 rule. Understand it, write it, apply that every day. Every day. Now, you must remove all those distractions around you, out of your environment, totally. We know what they are, but we can continuously having them around us. When you have things that distract you, you have to ask yourself, am I working on that 20 or am I doing that 80? Because that 80 is not going to get me where I want to go. It's only that 20. And stop multitasking. People think, oh, I could do this, I could do that, I could do the other. That's when you're cleaning your house and washing your dishes and vacuuming at the same time. That is not when you're building a company. Stop multitasking. Stop trying to switch from task to task, because research has shown it reduces your productivity. Meaning, at the end of the day, you do less when you're trying to do so much doing. So there's no need to have 5 or 6, 7, 8 things going on. Burnout, frustration, and you really don't finish it. You'll have 10 projects going on and you have not completed not one. The goal is, if you plan your day and say, I need to complete this client work, and that's what you focus on. So give each client a day, or 2 or 3 clients that you know. You got that heavy client that's going to require, and then 2 light clients that you have. And if you use that as your model, you would be able to build, complete, and generate more income. By focusing on one task at the time, you'll be able to accomplish more that day in billable hours than you ever have done before. So remember that. Stop multitasking. Stop trying to switch from one task to the other one. And as we go to the next slide, I'm going to help you on that. Okay, so repeat, remove all those distractions. That's why you're doing that multitasking, because you got, oh, I need to finish that right quick. I can do that in 5 minutes. Oh, I'm over here, I'm over there. No. So you got to stop that, because when you get tired, you need to take a nap or take a break and rest. Say nap versus sleep. You don't want to be worn out so that you can't rest for a little while to re-energize yourself, to move back, and to being more productive. Just keep in mind the 80-20 rule makes a difference. Move those distractions, stop multitasking. Then you have the time. You got that 30-40 minutes to take a nap, rest, go walk. Just enjoy yourself for a little while. You can't be task all day long. You're going to get burnt out. You're going to get tired. You're going to get frustrated. Then you're going to spend more time sleeping because your body going to shut down. And now you're frustrated because you're trying to get another project out the door. Okay? Learn to say no. It's only 2 letters. No. You will never have enough time if you say yes to everything and everybody. Just because they need it does not mean that you can't say no. You do not have to answer your phone every time someone calls you. You do not have to answer that email. We're going to get that next. Let's hold up. So let me just get this. Learn the most powerful word, no. Okay. If you find yourself working from home, you may need to put a note on the door so others will know I'm in the office. No, you cannot come in unless it's emergency. And you have to define what that emergency is to some people, because everything is emergency to others. There's really not emergency to you. You have to come up with these strategies, because if you do not, your time will tick away from you, and you will see it in the bank, on your bank statement, because your money will not be growing at the rate of you being tired. I know. So think about that. Those distractions, reduce them. Put those notes on the door. Set boundaries for people around you. If you're in the office and you're managing people, boundaries, time, no. It's very important. Next, become the master of your time, or someone else will. Do you know how many people take advantage of your time? Just come and sit, and you are like listening, and you are saying, okay, now why are you here still? Because I don't understand. I'm trying to lean in. I'm trying to follow you. And all I see is my money walking out at the door. So you have let someone drag you into a conversation that's not generating any profit for you. You have to start thinking about that. How do I manage my time? And this is also is like you could come in, but you only have 10 minutes or 5 minutes, which that person needs to get to where they're at. So I had an opportunity to someone I am mentoring, and they was telling me about their company. Now I done talked to her partner, I talked to her, and I still didn't know what they was doing. So I asked her again. I said, please explain to me what is it your company do? It took her 30 minutes before she could tell me. Now she talked the whole time and I listened. And in my mind, I'm thinking, and I'm not asking the right question. And I'm thinking about all the things that I could be doing for my company. But because I'm mentoring this person, it is my duty to be attentive. Finally, she told the story. And when she told the story, what they do, I got it. So I had to say, you know what? The reason you're not growing is because people really don't know what you're doing. So tell just that story and people get it and leave all the technical stuff out. That was the best 30 minutes I spent with her, because now she's going to be using her time wisely to grow her company by simply telling that story. Isn't that amazing? 30 minutes into trying to figure out what in the world that those two is doing for a business. I looked at the website, I've listened to their presentation, and I still couldn't figure it out. And now we know that others feel the same way. So just a point to put a pin in. Your time is very important. Delegate all those non-important tasks. Now, every task have a purpose, but you need to give some tasks to other people so that they can do that task to free you up for that 20%. Because you know that 80% you're losing money. So there's no need to. Now, so many of us feel that we are a sole entrepreneur. I'm the only person, so I got to do everything. No, that is not true. You choose to do everything because you do not have to do everything. You choose to do everything because you don't want to pay people. Okay. But guess what? You're not being productive and you're not using your time wisely, and you're leaving more money on the table, less money in your bank account, where you could have paid someone to do that task for you. You could have paid someone $20 an hour to do a task that may take 2 hours and give them $40. But you'd rather keep your $40 and be tired, probably didn't even do the task because you're like, I'll do it later, keep putting it off, and then they keep building and building and building over $40. While you could have been making $400 in 2 hours. Sometimes we have to do the math. Subtract 400 from 40 and look how much you still made. And you're not tired. You was able to focus. You're not trying to multitask. Not trying to skip here, do a little bit here. Those are the things that are not important tasks that you shouldn't be doing. So come up with them and give them to someone else. Okay? Don't wait for the perfect time. Do it now. We are always finding ourselves like, I'll wait to do that here. I'll wait to do that. And guess what? There's never a perfect time. The time, if it's on your to-do list, on your calendar, part of your goal, it is the time now to do it. All of us hate, dislike certain tasks, certain things we need to do. So you have to figure out, do I do it in the beginning and get it over with? Do I do it afternoon and get over with? or where do I do this at? And so I'm going to encourage you, let's go back one more slide, is to think about it and figure out where's the best time to do it. Anything that can be done under 5 minutes should be done first. So all my little smart, a lot of people say do the biggest one first. I like to get all of those little small ones out the way, and then I'm not thinking about it. And it prevents me from thinking about multitasking altogether. So I like to get all of them done, over with. And then I can focus on my bigger project, because really that's where that multitasking come from. Is all those little things come in play that you think, well, I could do this while this is doing, I could do this. And what's happening is you're not giving your best at that big project because you have all these little. So do those first, beginning of the day, your time, because you have the best energy, and get it over with. Now, time is valuable. So let's talk about time is valuable. Like I said, do the tasks you don't like first, but it's those little small tasks. Because once we think they're not making us any money, which you should be delegating that. And it could be that you need to put all of them together, train the person on whatever it is you want them to do, and do that first so you could go by your day, enjoying your day. Set deadlines. For every task that you have to complete, set a deadline. And without deadlines, there's no completion date. See, we can have it in our mind, well, we're going to finish this on Friday. But when you say Friday, 6 o'clock, there's no accountability to when this has to be done. And so that's why projects keep going on and on and on. And you find yourself having to stay up late, being tired, not being able to have the time with your family, trying to do more on 7 days when you really need a day just to enjoy and rest. And so, and I can raise my hand. I would take responsibility of the fact that I have done that this year, but I'm not doing that in 2025. I'm not working 7 days straight and not have the Sunday off that I would love to have off to relax, to prepare. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about, I don't mind doing some stuff on Saturday, some trainings, but I'm going to stay away from doing anything around training or Zooms or any more mentoring and on Sunday. I say God can take Sunday off. Truly, I can. I've been doing this for over 15 plus years. And I just decided 2025, that is the date I'm going to take back. And I'm going to do that strategically with many people, because I do hear that a lot of clients, they're working full-time jobs and they're trying to get their business off time zones. But you have to make that commitment to your business. And I have to make that commitment to my business. So it's so very important. I put those timelines and I stick to them. It's more important. Okay. Focus on things that don't help you achieve your goals. You need to stop. Focus on things that does not help you achieve your goal. Too often we are so wrapped up on things that does not help achieve our goals. Like being on the phone with people too long. We move from talking about the issue to just socializing. And I think there's a time for both. And you can have both at the same time, but it must be built into that time slot. If that you are doing and focusing on is not generating you the income that you desire and want, then you need to move it off your plate and get back. So, it's like when you're working on something, you're working on, and then somebody interrupt you, and then you got to figure out how to get back and focus, and you had that creative juice going, and you just knew that you was just knocking stuff out, and then someone knocks on the door. You look up, and you're like, okay, and they come in without you even waving them in, and then they start talking, and you're like, okay. Or you keep glancing over at your phone. We don't have to answer every call. We don't even have to have a phone by us when we're working. It is not 100% mandatory. Unless you is expecting an emergency phone call. Then that's different. Well, you know what? We're going to take a short break right now to a commercial, and we'll be back in about 3 to 4 minutes, because I really want you to absorb what we are talking about with time management. Mark, do we have time to do a commercial? Thank you so very much. A great commercial. Sometimes you just need that moment. And I'm glad that commercial gave us this moment, because this is sometimes we need moments where we can just step back and think about what's going on. And so time management is about profitability in businesses. How do we make a profit? And so one of the things is we think we have to be a perfectionist. Don't try to be a perfectionist. Don't even think about it. It is not required. The only thing is required is that you do your best. You do what you say you're going to do. And you deliver things to people when you say you're going to give it to them. That's all they ask you for. They want you to do your best training to them, provide them the best service or product at the timeline that you said. That's it. If something on the PowerPoint presentation is not perfect, it is okay, because we do not live in a perfect world. And too often, we spend a lot of time trying to be, our desire is to be a perfectionist. And we lose so much money trying to do that task. The money is not going to be any different. If that picture is not right, then it is, if it is. I am a lover of books. I love to read. Love it. I love to get up and spend time, at least 2 to 3 hours, self-development, reading, studying, and applying best part of my morning is getting up at 4 and spend my time with my books to help grow me personal and professional, to be the best person I can and to deliver the best services to my clients, but most important to myself. And you have to spend time on yourself. And when you try to be a perfectionist, that does not help you. That doesn't help you grow to be the beautiful person inside you that you are. Spend that time not being hard on yourself. Trust you. Let's trust you. You don't have to be a perfectionist. Let's trust you to do it. Become an expert, not a perfectionist. Become a subject matter expert and do your best every time. Show up every time being the best you for everybody. Okay. Can't say that enough about the importance of that, of self-development in the time management space. Schedule time to check your emails, texts, and return phone calls. The number one killer to businesses is that people spend too much time on emails, on texts, and returning phone calls. Why do you think that you have to check your email 20 times a day, some people? What is coming through? Why is it that every text that you have to respond to, look at your phone? Why is it that we have to have this phone by us from the time we lay down to the time we get up? We take it to brush our teeth, to take our shower, to go to eat, to spend time with our children, to go grocery shopping, to go shoe shopping, to go traveling, go to the bathroom. You name it, that phone is with somebody all the time. It is costing you money. But if I don't have it, I'm going to miss a call. You will be able to call them back. So schedule time, like emails. Do you want to check your emails before you leave home? Or you want to wait when you get to work and that's the first thing you check your email? Because when you get to work, no matter whether you're home or you work from home or you're in the office and everything, why are you driving and checking your emails and your texts? I don't understand that. So let's just talk about that. Okay. If you want to check your emails and send them out and reply, get up early so you can check your emails, send out the reply, and give a time. Say 7 to 8, that's it on the emails, as well as the text. Okay, that's it. Next time you check your emails, it's the middle of the day. And then either at the end of the day, if you want to leave work, you want to check them, or at the end of the evening when you get home. But let that be the time. Other people will respect that, and then they will know. I'm not going to get an email from Sharon unless it's early in the morning, midday, and late in the afternoon. Text. That's all I have to say, people. Why are we texting so much? Why are we answering all these texts? Why, oh, why? Why are we strolling at social media all day? Looking at someone else's life and they're making money. Just answer the question, how much time? And look how much money you are losing behind. You want to know why your bank account is low? Check your social media presence, email technology presence. You're not spending the time where it's count to do what you need. Now, I have a client and she says Sharon, when you send me an email, also text me so I could go look at it. Now, she did not say she's going to go look at it right then, but she did say, if I want to get a response from her, you send it to her, then you text her, and she's going to respond sometime. But just to send her something, she said no, because I don't have the time to be answering all of them emails and all the other stuff. So if it's important, do that. I send her all the emails. I text her. I know she's going to respond because that is her way of communication. So you have to learn people's ways of communication because that's so very important. Returning phone calls. Now, when you return phone calls, have a reason why you're returning that phone call. Just not return the phone call and the person didn't tell you why they calling. You have no idea why they calling. So you want to be prepared and then limit what you're talking about. You could be social with people, yes. But keep in mind your time. And so if my phone call returns is midday and afternoon, not first in the morning. No, I got to do the email in the morning. So the phone calls got to go midday, and then they got to wrap up in the afternoon. That's more than enough. That is so very important for everyone to come up with a system for you. Next, avoid unnecessary meetings. These meetings that you're going to must be profitable for you to attend. Ask yourself, why am I attending this meeting? Is there someone else needs to be there? Is there a part that I am playing in it? Am I just finding this out? What is my role? Do I need to stay through the whole meeting? Why? Because you need to know the why, because that why equals money. And without that why, your bank account is going to look different. So really think about that why. Why am I attending this meeting? So when I schedule a meeting, it has to have an agenda. I send out the agenda. I put all the bullets. I make sure my agenda have details. So when we get there, everybody should have read it. We should be able to go through it smoothly. Everybody need to move on to their next project. Now, the pet peeve I have with that is when I send out my agenda with the details is those people that do not read it and come there not prepared and want to hold my time to probability of my money. So now I got to spend time saying, go to page here, look at this, do it, because you failed to do that. They have to have some type of accountability because what they're doing is taking your money because it's your time and wasting it. When you sit there, you see $400-800 your money go away because someone else is not prepared for the meeting. That's the time to have a conversation about time management, coming to a meeting prepared, and why are we at the meeting. Just a thought. You need to place a value on your time. You need to know what is your time what is your time worth? So very important. What is my time worth? Do I charge $100 an hour, $200 an hour, $300 an hour? What is the value of my time? Because that determines how you manage your time and how your bank account is going to look. That is for profit business and nonprofit business. Avoid negative people at all costs because they'll suck up your time, suck up your money, suck up your energy. Know there's some people in 2024, you cannot bring them in 2025 with you. So take some time, make your to-do list, and have those tough conversations with people. Some of them, you're going to have to figure out. Good example, family members. That's negative. You just can't just cut them off 110% sometimes because you're going to have to engage with them, but you can start eliminating how much time you do and what you say to them, so they won't bring that negative energy to you. So avoid negative people at all costs. Don't let them go in 2024 so you can bring in people, because you want people around you that's going to help elevate you and you elevate them. Yes, it's two ways. They elevate you up and you elevate them up. So you want people around you that's doing that. You want people around you that challenge you, pushes you, encourage you to be the best, saying positive things to make you want to strive even more. At the end of the day, you want to be able to say, I've done my best today, and I can't wait till tomorrow because I'm going to be better tomorrow than I was today. I love telling myself that. I love saying to me, Sharon, you did your best today. And tomorrow, you're going to be better than who you was. And so that energized me in that morning. And that night, I feel good. And lastly, do what you love. What is your passion? What is your purpose? Because you will have fun with it every day. Whether you work for somebody, own your own company, volunteering, whatever it is, your time is valuable. And the Plan to Prosper podcast, know that because we think about the materials that we bring you every day, every week, and what that is, what that type of material look like. And so we value, we do, we think it's so very important that we bring you quality information, not just something that you may know, but reason behind why, the why, because that makes a difference. Sometimes people want you to come to them like, oh, you're not professional. Oh, you're not dressed up. Oh, you're not. It's all of that. But you have your audience that say, you know what? I had a long day. And I just want someone to pour into me some good stuff that's going to help me be the best. Spend your time with people that's not judgmental. Spend your time with people that's valuing what you have to bring to the table. And then work on you. Spend your time working on your self-development, not being judgmental. See, you can get information from a homeless person that may be able to help you. If you're in a nonprofit environment or a business environment, a company, and it's serving that population, don't judge them. Listen. You know, I want to really leave this world a better place, because I was here for a long time. So I have to do some type of good to leave it. And as we come upon Thanksgiving, and one day on Thursday, spend some time and think about your life and what it is that you're thankful for. Write that down on a piece of paper. Say it out loud. Because somebody somewhere else would love to have some of the things on that paper that you have. We have so much to be thankful. And then go do something great for someone else that they can't do for yourself. Find someone tonight or tomorrow or Thursday and be a blessing to them. Make they load a little bit lighter that day, Thanksgiving, so they can be thankful that you came by. Hand them a cup of coffee. Give them a box of food. Give them a gift card, but nothing attached, because you have so much to be thankful for and you want to share it with others. It does not matter where you're at in your life. You have something to be thankful for. And for those of us that have, let us share with others that don't have. Let us share not just with our family members. And there's some of our family members that don't have what they need to. But go find someone you don't know and be a blessing to them this Thanksgiving. Well, thank you so very much, Sharon Campbell, your host for this Tuesday, the Plan to Prosper podcast show. I wish you a safe Thanksgiving and a joyful one. And we'll be back in December, our last month of 2024. And we'll continue providing you information so that you can have more money in your bank account, that you can share some of your wealth with someone else. Have a fantastic night. Take care, everybody.